It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Nice run during this year's draft. Had some tough. The good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia. He knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And fans of Penny's can certainly celebrate seeing that run because after 2021 breakout year, 2022 was cut short by injury. But if there's one thing Philadelphia knows how to do, it's run the football. They targeted Penny as a free agent, knowing he could be a lead guy in their offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. We are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Eagle defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now Warner. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. He was able to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Order to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Penny, a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in for the Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it makes the score 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away. Trying to find Jordan Harrison that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Right when the set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. In motion left comes Moss. Warner from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They need 12 here. It's third down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brian Asamoah in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now. Deep for the Vikings is Jalen Reagor. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. There he goes left side. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It'll be Warner on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing.
Graham Gano
Gano out to kick this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 25. What a return.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Eagles. Sean Penny, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott on for the extra point. He's getting nowhere tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, Warner. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So they're 30 less than a yard. In motion left comes Moss. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a first down throw, Warner. This is caught by Addison. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And there's a pretty play from Addison who seems like a perfect fit for the Vikings. Obviously, Minnesota loves receivers who produce, and Addison, one of college's best and most productive receivers the last couple of seasons.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific. in his first half. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
To throw, Warner. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw on second down, Warner. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
The pitch goes to Penny. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 13 yards remaining on second down. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown! There's Watkins. 56 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He's up big after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now an audible here into something else. Now Warner. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st and 10, Warner. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 102 yards on the ground for him so far.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him up the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles 27.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Here comes Rager.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
If you do man coverage, Brandon, the Jaguars are pretty good on the way against it because you're running away from people on it.
But a good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Warner. And unable to connect. Incomplete. That's a clear shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, Warner. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The handoff, running left is Penny.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
touchdown run. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that should go anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Warner. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Penny on the toss right. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Penny. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
run. This is Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Elliott going to the PAT. To 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action. It's Warner. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they'll change things up. Now Warner. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
Warner to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're the part of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in there and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. Look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here is 3rd and 5.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
How about teamwork? Let's do this! Yeah, boys! We can't wait.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this returnable for Rager. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play in 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Warner able to complete to Moss. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Warner from the gun. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Here's 1st down. It'll be Warner on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw again. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back to throw again. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, Warner. Going underneath. He's got Hockenson, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Now a first down throw, Warner. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Elliott on the extra point. And 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop.